Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have our next opponent, Charlie Jednorozek? Something like that, I suppose. Let's just call him Charlie. I think that's fair. Alright, let's see what we have here. No rhino spec. I really want to get into rhinos. I mean, can I elite spec the same build from last time? It's kind of the only thing that really pops in my mind right now. And it looks like we may be up against aggro. Alright. Yeah, let's go hard here. Like, we don't even try and hide it. We just instantly go... Do we get extra attack? Yeah, let's go grab extra attack. And then we spam... or start spamming these. And most opponents in recent times have started aggroing on the left, on my left again. So that's where I'm going. And we just want waves of fangs here, basically. And that spider in the front for good measure. Yeah, now we're in a headbutt. And I think fangs are better in a headbutt than in not a headbutt. Unfortunately, it seems that the Ark's gonna be eating a bit, but what can you do? Did I not? No, I did not. I saved the money, which is totally fair. Yeah, we're gonna need something to stand in the front. Are hounds good in this case? Or do we just hard force forts? Oh, we could do scorps instead. But are scorps good here? Well, let's see. Honestly. When you get a quote-unquote free tower snipe and you have to sell something anyway. Let's go. Can't at range. I did buy the extra attack. If I hadn't bought the extra attack, I would have had 300 left over and could have bought 2. Okay, well I guess that makes sense. But what unit do we add here now? Could also try going Hacker. Which is evil, but warranted, honestly. For the moment, I only want to start using more Fang power. And just ensure that we have some defenses in the back. Let's rock and roll. Instant armored arcs. And he's selling out of the balls. Okay. 12k hit points despite the nerf, mind you. We are still locked on the tower, supposedly, but I wouldn't be... Okay, now we are definitely not locked on the tower, at least not with all of them. 2 seem to be taking the job upon themselves, but I think that's enough. Yep. Almost evil. Almost evil. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a Hacker-Fang game. That just makes the most sense if you ask me. This was a game that, or rather, this is a round that we didn't lose by a lot because we had a pretty insane tower snipe. But we still lost it because of the Arclight armor. Without the Arclight armor, I think we would have won this. We also saved a bunch of money. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, they have arrived. They are here. And you're not going to get rid of them. And we just mass recruit ourselves another one of these boys. And these guys can start guarding that side. Here they are, Elite Hacker. I couldn't have asked for more. I'm interested to see if he had all defense against this, because in theory I could have kept those around for another round. They were working perfectly. Yeah, he does defend. At least I think that would have defended. I'm honestly not sure. If the storms... Like, this seems a bit too far forward. I think the storms might continue shooting the tower here. If you put something there, then it's safe. Yeah, okay. So that is now safe. Should get an instant lock on that arc. Maybe I should have put these opposite to the arcs. I wanted this guy to be in between so it can lock onto this guy and then onto this guy, but we're gonna be having some issues soon. We need mech rage and we need levels on the fangs. We potentially just need a bunch of missiles for like a round or two. This, however, is disgusting. Yeah, crawlers are just really, really powerful. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes, oh, he does not have replicate. Okay, that kind of sucks for him. Not gonna lie, not having replicate, that sucks. We did get the Farseer before our tower fell, which is incredibly important here. Ah, the Farseer is doing so much work against the chaff. We do win the round. The Vulcan drop is something to be wary of. I think the easiest way to deal with it for the moment is like to throw a level on either tower. And let's get mech rage. Do we sell something? Do we have anything to sell? Kinda no, honestly. We could start going into hounds, but I don't think that's the right choice. I think having more of these is just how it goes, and we forego a deploy here. Let's get this out of the way and this out of the way. Nah, we get this out of the way, quote-unquote, just by putting a level on these, I hope. Oh. I mean, that works. This ought to clear the path for our units. And then the Rhino back here, he is really starting to pressure hard. Alright, my friend, that's your one-round cheese. Spell, and your Rhino that you got from being Rhino spec. I didn't even see that until a few moments ago. And he does also defend against, well, this. So we are going to basically have a hacker here that is pretty tanky, and we are... I think we don't get the Vulcan, as much as I would like it. That is simply awful to watch. He is burning his entire line of chaff, so... Level on the tower is actually not bad here. The question is, can we get this arc? Ah, no, don't think so. No, barely not. Would have been awesome, but we barely did not get it. Still, I'm honestly, like, I expect this to be worse. With the Rhino coming in, and the Vulcan, and the oil. He bought himself around, and it's not a lot, honestly. Well, here we get all the crawler clear we need. That is just a bear-like moment for the opponent. And I mean it. Now we can hide behind fire badges and have them clear everything. Very disgusting. Let's throw down shields, get another hacker, get it in order to defend against this. And honestly, the opponent is not defending his tower. I'm gonna take it. I have no qualms about taking that tower. Let's once again get rid of Yeah, let's get rid of these again. But I still want them here for the next few rounds, I think. Let's maybe shuffle those under the shield a tiny bit. And then another hacker here, and that does shield these units. Ah, impact drill. The round that we do actually get fire badges. Nothing else, this is a super enjoyable game. Next round we sell the marksman. That is our one round cheese revenge, quote unquote. Oh, interesting elite. Do they No, they don't outrange hackers yet. Level 4 and above will do it. Oh, he does defend. Ooh. Now I'm tempted to leave the guy. The unfortunate part is that our chaff clear died earlier than I would have hoped. Did he sell the rhino? Because I don't see it, and I'm sure we would have seen it if it still existed here. We are starting to grab his units. And that hacker is pretty healthy and chunky. I don't think it'll survive, but it definitely did its job, and we're gonna get that tower quickly. Because our opponent's arcs are elites. Alright, the hacker stang is starting to rise.